if you came from TikTok, you pretty much already been following along with what we got going on with the boat. But just to give y'all a quick rundown, so we bought this boat from Marketplace on an impulsive night, right? And so we've tested the compression on our motor. Our compression is about 100 to 110 on all of our cylinders. And we also had to do a steering cable and steering rack system, steering wheel, starter, some wiring, spark plugs, battery, hook up the fuel line. And so I'm sure there's other stuff I'm forgetting, right? But we're now at the stage where we need to start it and make sure and verify everything is good so that we could take it out on the water. So I didn't take you through the process of building and actually fixing on it just because, like I said, I've never had a boat before, right? So a lot of figuring out, I just needed to figure out, and I didn't want to tell y'all one thing and then do another, boom. So we didn't do that, right? But I will do the first startup with y'all so that way we could experience that together. And we will also do our first, when we're taking it out on the water, we would do it here so y'all can see that. So let's get it started. Like I said, I've never done this before. Let's just hope for the best. I'm a mechanic and I'm mechanically inclined, so I kind of know what to look for, but it's just learning the ropes around the boat. So we'll take y'all along in the journey. We're gonna mix our gases and stuff, do a final check of everything, and then from there it's play ball. You said it took like 5.3, right?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, so what we're doing right now, we're gonna mix our gas. So we got 5 gallons, a little bit over 5 gallons. So we bought this off of Amazon. It's a C-Choice product, you know, gas measurement thingamajig, whatever you want to call it. But we're doing a 50-to-1 ratio, and we got 5 gallons in. So it's 19 liters, so that's how much 2-cycle oil that we want to pour in there. Like I said, we got a little bit over 5 gallons though, so we're gonna put just a tad bit more. And it's gonna be blue. That's perfectly fine. So a little bit over. Just a little bit over. All right, bet y'all. So now what we want to do from here, we want to pour this in here and mix it with our gas. We just use regular 87 gas. Regular unleaded. So we're gonna pour this in here. All right. And now we're just gonna mix it. Now you don't have to do a whole lot to mix it. Just swirl that thing around a few times. Oh. All right, that's cool. Now I gotta take some apart. Yeah, you don't gotta show them this part. Make sure it works. So put this. Actually, oh man, we're leaking gas. Hey, this thing is leaking. All right, y'all. New problem that we gotta fix. We have a leaking fuel line. Hold on, let me see. I wanna show them. We got a leaking fuel line. Just look right up in here. Let me just show y'all. Yeah, that's no bueno. So this is why I didn't record for y'all the first time, because shit just happens and pops up that's out of my control. And I feel like I get off topic from what I'm trying to show y'all. So I'm not gonna record the whole process of fixing that. I'm about to take it apart, research, find something, make something work, and then I'll get back with y'all. All right, so for right now, we're just gonna let that line leak. It's not that bad, we'll replace it later. I just need to see if this motherfucker starts. So we're just gonna try to start it and see what happens from there. Turn the water off real quick. Sorry, y'all. All right, so I don't know what that's about. It has good compression. Sounds like maybe it's not firing. So that's a whole nother issue that we're about to have to try to figure out. And I guess I'll just update y'all and let y'all know what's what. All right, so we just had to spray a little starter fluid in that thing. As you can see right here. All right, try it. Let's see what we get. Try it again. Go. Try it. Okay, so we're having some type of fuel issue. Some type of fueling issue. Maybe go, let's try to get it started. Okay. All right, so I don't know if this has something to do with it or not, but we just disconnected that fuel line where it's leaking at and connected it straight there. This is a temporary setup just to get it running. I'll go back and fix that before we go on the water. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what this do for us. Okay. Let's see if it does something now. Try it. Try it again. Okay, so we're still having some type of fuel delivery issue. I wonder if there's a fuel pump on here. All right. One more again, Sino. Try it again. Y'all, we made a mistake. We forgot to put the fucking water on. I'm probably gonna have to replace the water pump now, which I was gonna do anyway. But try to start it, let's just see. Try again. Try it. We're gonna check all of our temperatures. It is starting to get a little high. 120 is not too bad. Not too bad, baby. All right, y'all, so we've been letting it run for about 10 minutes. We're gonna shut it off and just see if we can get it to turn back on. Also, I wanna show you something when I idle it. Listen to it. We're gonna shut it off. We're gonna wait a little second. I just wanna see if it's gonna start back up. Oh my God. All right, so look, check this out, y'all. Yes, we had to take the boat apart because there wasn't no water coming out of this pee hole right here. So, and you'll see it in the video, there's no water squirting out of here, and there should be. But now that I've taken this apart, well, there's clearly a leak coming from somewhere in here. One, two, there's this in here, and I'm sure that it's gonna be all throughout a lot of part of this motor because it's set for a while. So if you could look in there, it just looks So we're gonna replace our water pump, but I also just broke this piece off right here. Don't know what this piece is called, but it broke off right here, and I need to find a replacement for it. So this pump, y'all, is actually in really good condition. Look at this. The rubber is still flexy. It's not hardened. It's spinning. But something is wrong and clogged up here because, again, even when I blow back through this hose right here, when I put air through here, it doesn't it doesn't do anything. It doesn't allow it to go down. So something is wrong here. We're gonna figure it out. All right, Jenner. So we was wrong about something. I said it looked fine, but if you look in here, specifically right there, you can see where this the housing to the water pump, you can see where it's been burning itself. That's hard. It's been burning because it's got hot. And also look at our gasket. Our gasket is completely flat, so it was leaking water. So it'd just be a good idea to replace it because we already have it apart. We already have everything to this point. It just really makes no sense not to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for our parts to come in Monday and then put it all back together. All right, YouTube, so it's been a few days, but since then we've taken our lower unit off because our water pump was bad. But we had a clog that was coming from the inside of our hose right here. So we took that hose off, cleaned it out. And we also took our thermostats out. We smoothed out all these surfaces. We got all this corrosion and water out of there. And we just going through and replacing anything to do with the coolant system because we don't want to have that. So our Amazon box with all of our final stuff to take our boat on the water is here. So we got our valve proppet. We got to replace that. We got gaskets. Our white light that goes on the back. We got some stuff to tie to the dock. Water pump, whistles. I bought drain plugs just because of how easy people say they lose them. So I bought 3 of them. These will stay in the boats at all time. 3 safety whistles to go on the boat. We bought a compass for the boat. We got more tools and stuff up there that he's going through. But all in all, we're almost there. So like I say, this is not a how-to, just more so of watching me do what I do. I've never worked on a boat before, so I don't want to steer nobody in the wrong direction. But I will take y'all along in the journey and let y'all see everything that's get done. We're going to start it back up. Hopefully we have water coming out of our pee hole. If we get water coming out the pee hole, but then we going on the boat, baby, and we taking the motherfucker on the water. So the next few hours will be spent putting this all back together, wiring up our coolant temp sensor, because to me, I do not like the idea of driving a vehicle and not being able to see my coolant temperatures. So I'm going to hook that up. Run a little bit more wiring, fix a little bit more stuff, get a little more things ironed down, put our our compass down, and boom, we should be starting this baby up later on today. Oh, y'all can't see because of the lighting. What did you do over here, man?
No, they just, whoever put this together, the bolts is all out of the thing and everything.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. You're a big help. Thank you so much. All right, just to show y'all, we got our new thermostats installed. Now, these are fitting a little looser than I would like them to, but I assume that when we put the housing down, that this part right here would make it sit flush and hold it into place. But if not, we'll definitely make sure we check it to make sure there's no leaks. So we got our new thermostats installed. New gaskets are in. And now we're gonna move to the poppet and we're gonna get that figured out. All right. So from my understanding, we're gonna get this to seat inside the motor really good. Once this seats, we can put everything else in. So just gonna be careful. I guess you could put some oil and some lube on here, but being that if this slips inside of here, there will be no way to get it out without taking this whole motor apart. I'm not gonna chance it. Just gonna take my time and ease it in there like such. Okay. There we go. All right, we sitting in there. We flush. Just so y'all can see. It's sitting in there flush. So I'm just gonna put my pinky in there just to verify, get any little wrinkles or kinks out of it. Make sure it's sitting on the lip. And we good, baby. There we go. All right, so we popped this off pretty easy. It wasn't that bad. So I want to show y'all a comparison, what it's supposed to look like apparently and allegedly to what it looks like. So if your water pumps look like this is not good. It should be straight out. Once it takes a pattern, it's no longer no good. Got this gasket right here. Starters, put our gasket on. Now make sure, if y'all do this, the one thing I can say, make sure you get a clean surface. So we went over it with the wire brush. We smoothed it out real good as best as you can, and then wipe it off and then put it back together. Oh, not aligned right. Hold on. Hold up. right, next, what we need to put in is our key. That right there is gonna help us line this up and keep everything in place. So all you wanna do is take this, insert this here. Oh, hold on, we gotta make sure we do this right. Boom, just like that. And you wanna give it a couple love taps with a punch or a hammer. There's a little keyway right here. Once you punch it in, you want to line it up with this right here, and that's gonna help hold everything in place so that your water pump isn't moving when it's not supposed to. Now it's gonna be hard because there's no lube on here. I don't think you should put lube on here. Maybe you should, I don't know. Okay. Now it's gonna be a little bit tricky because you gotta look at it from the bottom as you align it. But needless to say, it only goes on one way. Now I think I'm gonna put some grease on here. All right, so it's kind of it's not that it's a process, but it's very tedious. And it was hard to record because I needed his hands. But if you get someone to hold this for you, it's really not bad. Like I said, it's very tedious. Take your time. Once you put it in there, punch it in. When you scoot it down, it's gonna move and adjust a little bit. After you put a little grease on there, I put it halfway on there, hit it at the bottom, and straighten out, and I slid it straight down. So from here, I did break this bolt over here from my speedometer. So we're about to go try and see if we can find this. If we can, put this all back together and we'll be good to go. Dino, I need an extra hand real quick. I just need you to hold this bad boy up. Hey, YouTube mode.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Sideways, right?
One second. Un segundo. Sounds so whitewashed. Did you see if that gasket set down with it? Clockwise. See, the 12 right there. Put that on something for you. I got it now. Are you still recording? Hey, if you notice, I use a power tool, but I didn't use a power tool to tighten it down because this is a plastic housing. So you want to be super, super careful and not use anything super powerful on there. I'm going to use this, but there's no battery because I'm going to just ratchet it. But you just want to be safe and not to crack this housing. You just need to be snug in a quarter turn, and that's it. right, that's it. All right, y'all. So as you heard, that horn just cut off. We were just testing our temperature switch because I tried to wire up a gauge, but for some reason the gauge is not working. I'm not about to fight it too long, but these are working. Well, at least on this side it's working. I'm going to test the other side and verify. Once I verify that, then we'll put this back together. As long as both of these are working, I'm not even going to worry about putting a sensor gauge in because I have something here that'll let me know once I'm overheating. So I bought these to install them myself to make it do such, but there's no need to because the boat has it. The wiring was just fucked up. So we rewired it and now we got it working. All right, so just to verify it again, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing. Just come right here. You give it a little heat and you hear it buzzing. So because of that, I'm not gonna worry about installing a temp gauge. I'll just wait for that to go off, and if it goes off, we just deal with it then and there. All right, y'all. So we put our water pump on. We replaced everything that has to do with the water pump. Now that bolt that we broke for our speedometer is just off right now. They won't have one here until like 2 weeks from now, so I'll just take it apart and put it on when it gets here. We didn't get to wire up our thermostat gauge because the wiring, the gauge, I think it's the gauge that's actually broken, but as I showed y'all, we tested our temperature buzzers and they work. So I don't know what degree they work at, but I know they work because I tested both of them. So we're not going to too much worry about our temperature. We replaced our, we didn't have to replace our hose. We were just able to unkink it. It did have a block in there. It had dirt in there. So we got the dirt out of there. We also replaced the gaskets, our poppet valve, our relief valve, replaced both thermostats and the thermostat gaskets, and we got it all cleaned up. We did a little bit more wiring, cleaned up a little bit more things. You see right here, we got our light installed, our stern light, and we got our lights installed up front. At nighttime, I'll show y'all what it looks like, but we got our lights up installed in front. These are already here when I got it, but we just wired it up, cleaned it up. We got oh yeah, I got one captain chair just for right now, because I'm cool with it. But we got our anchor, we got our tie downs, we got ropes, we got vests, everything that you need. The only thing we don't got is our radio. So like I said, this is our first time on the boat. We just want to get it out. Right now we're gonna do a startup after everything we just did to make sure it all worked, and just pray to God water come out of this pee hole, because that's the main concern right now. So we about to go ahead and fire it up, and y'all just stay tuned. All right, turn the water on. I think I like everybody said they like these better. I think I like the whatchamacallit better.
The water don't come out right now.
Yeah, I think I like the other ones better. Yeah, we're gonna switch those. All right, so I don't trust the whole water hose thing. We're just gonna fill up this bucket and call it a day and hope for the best, which I know is gonna work out better this way. So let us fill this up and we'll show y'all what it looks like. All right, so we got this thing filled up and we're gonna go ahead and give it a start up. Here. We're gonna start it.
Broke it, dude. It's supposed to smoke?
Oh man. Oh, we tripping. That's my fault. Sorry, y'all. Forgot to pump my little. That's my fault. I don't like the way this sits. We're gonna change this. All right, let's see. Grab the starter fluid. You're gonna start today, bitch. You don't got a choice but to start. So I advise you act right now before I bring out the big dogs. We're experiencing technical difficulties, y'all. What's wrong? Not 100% sure, but we're gonna figure it out. Try to start it. I'll let you start it. We're just gonna send some fuel up top real quick because it's clearly having a problem on its own. Try it. Try it again. Try it. Oh, let me see. We're gonna have to troubleshoot. Start it one more time. Look, y'all. So water pressure is coming out of here. Still not getting water coming out of our telltale. So we're gonna take the lower unit off one more time. Turn it off. All right, y'all. I think we may have found it. So you see this little garment right here, this little rubber piece? Well, if you look at our new one, we don't have that. And we didn't transfer it. And like I told y'all, I'm new to this whole boat world. So it's a mistake on me if this fixes it. If not, oh man, bro, I don't fucking know. I'll probably send it somewhere and let them fix it. But we're going to try to take this off. And we're going to try to trade this part and see what that does for us. And hopefully hopefully it just do something for us. Hopefully. All right, y'all, so this is what I found. Looked at the old water pump, right? And so this garment sits down inside. This is the tube to the water intake. It sits down in there, and then this garment sits on top of here, and it kind of seals. Well, the problem that I'm having is this kit did not come with that, and these two pieces does not fit. So I need to get this original housing so that way I can remove these from this side and transfer them over to the new pump and then put the new pump here. That's the problem I think we having. Won't know. The part won't be here until another 2 days. So, yeah. Just to show y'all the lights. So we got our lights. You know, we got that part right. We just can't get the motor right. I just want to show y'all the concept of what we did. Put your light on it. So, basically, this is what's going on, right? And no, this part is nowhere to be found online. I don't even got the time. So we're going to rig something up and basically do what we needed to do. But there's a rubber garment that goes inside of here. And basically what happens is when the other end of the tube goes in, it allows it to make a seal that presses water through. This is what we're going to get this to do for us for right now until we can figure something else out or get another pump or get the original pump with everything with it. But until then, this is just going to have to work. As you can see, we've created a system while we hold the pee out of. Alright, so we got water. It says water up there, but I just don't think that pressure is enough from this pump. Don't know what it is, but we're gonna figure it out. So that's kind of where we're at. We're stuck. Hey, you two. Hey, I told y'all I was gonna figure this shit out. Take the boy. Why you hating on us? Look, and that motherfucker got good pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck the OEM part. We nigga rigged that motherfucker and we got it working, goddamn. Look at that. We in the night sky, out here figuring it out. We taking our boat tomorrow, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you feeling? No, you ruined the moment. Get the hell, yeah! Right, so TikTok, YouTube, wherever this get posted at, we have a noise going on when we shift it into gear. I don't know what it means. So another thing that we noticed is wrong. Check this out. This head runs at about 130, 140, 139. This head runs 90. 102, 105, 103. So don't know what that's about. Hopefully it's not a blown head gasket on one side, but yeah. Also, there's still a little water leak up in there. Not sure if that has something to do with it or not. I'm gonna fix that and then test it all again. All right, so as y'all see, Man, this boat has been a journey. I know this is supposed to be a video where I take it out and let y'all see us take the boat out, but that's gonna be the next video. We had to fix so many things in this video and it just turned to a whole new thing. But as you can see, we finally got it running. We got water coming out our pee hole last night. This morning we just did some carb adjustments, and as you can see, it sounds a lot better. So like I said, the next video that we do is gonna be our video of us going out, and it's gonna be posted pretty quickly because I'm gonna post it while I have the attention on the boat right now. But man, we done water pump, we done everything in the lower unit. We've done thermostats, gaskets, wiring, starter, fuses, and then we went and bought all our equipment. So we got fire extinguishers, anchor, ropes, fuel tank, 2 fuel tanks, all of the oil that we'll need for the fueling. And I just got it set in here. So I just have it sitting over there so that way I can never run out. I got 2 big ones and 2 small ones. I got a gas can right here. I got another gas can. I went and bought a toolbox to keep just in case something breaks all the way on the water. It'll be a quick, easy fix, or it could be a quick and easy fix, who knows. We got our lights put on. As I'm gonna show y'all the nighttime version. But we got our lights put on, we got everything hooked up. We got our fishing gear, we got our life vest, we got our whistles, we got cases for our phone. So this process has just been a long process, and we still need a boat trailer because this boat trailer is no good, but it does the job for right now. We've got it to a point to where we could take it out. So like I said, what we'll be doing now is just letting it run, making sure it don't overheat, and then shit, put it in the water and see what happens, and just pray for the fucking best. So like I said, that'll be our next video. Thank y'all for tuning in on this one, and I promise you it's gonna be quick. Like right when I end this video, I'm already recording for us taking it out on the water. I'll be in the same outfit, you feel what I'm saying? But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later.